back to another video. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for joining me today. So as you guys can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about planets in the second house. So if you guys don't know how to pull a birth chart, I'm going to leave links down below. So yes, this is for if you have planets in the second house, and the timestamps will be posted below. So let's jump right into it. So the second house covers how you make money, your material possessions, and the things you value. If you guys have Mercury in the second house, this is for you. You guys are extremely intelligent. You value knowledge. You may learn and study a lot. You may be some type of researcher. You may do like some type of research as your career, or like some type of research analyst. You guys can be some type of investigator because you're good at compiling information and putting it together in a way that it's easy for people to comprehend. You may have a lot of interest or a lot of information on how someone can earn wealth, so you may be some type of wealth builder. You guys can be extremely persuasive on when you want to get something for people. You got that like talk, like you could talk people into doing anything for you type of vibe, because you probably like throw them off guard with all the information you're throwing at them. So with Mercury in the second house, you have to be careful about manipulating people or using your words in a way that persuades people to do something before they even know what they're actually doing, because their mind is like way slower than yours, and because you guys have such a fast like mind and memory and things just pop out, so you may like lie every now and then. But you guys would be like amazing lawyers or anything of that nature, judges. But I see like if you guys have Mercury in the second house, you may like do some type of research, you may do some type of public speaking, or you may be like a writer or a storyteller or something like that, or maybe you like do YouTube or something like that, to where you like give out information maybe about like technology, or maybe about like cars. Maybe you do something like with that with Mercury in the second house. So if you guys have Venus in the first house, you guys value the finer things in life. You may make money doing something with your beauty, with like the way you look. You may have you may like share your resources. So a lot of your money may come from a partner, like you're making money with the partner, or it comes from like being married. So you may be like a stay-at-home wife maybe, and like you know, you split the money with your husband. Whatever he makes, you make. His money is your money type of vibe. But anyways, you guys love to spend money on luxury things. You like to go shopping. You value like looking nice. You value relationships and relationship building. And also with Venus in the second house, you guys are like extremely lucky people who can acquire money very easy. You may be like some sort of model, influencer, or let's see, I said housewife already. You guys could be beauticians and nail techs and things like that. You guys could like sell luxury items at a store. Yeah, so with that, I'm gonna leave it at that, because that basically covers Venus in the second house. Mars in the second house. So these people are absolute go-getters. They are sharks, and they take risks in getting money. Like they may do like something so irrational to get money. You have to be careful with this position, because with this position you have the urge to like make money in ways that other people wouldn't make money. I don't want to say this without being offensive, and if it doesn't apply, let it slide, let it glide. But Mars in the second house type of people may be the type of person to like rob somebody. You know, if they're not like evolved person, if they're like really struggling, they will like go get their money, however, by any means necessary. So Mars people, they'll probably like jump from job to job, not realizing that the best way for these people to earn money is to by working for themselves, by inventing and being a leader. So if you're not in that leadership role, Mars values higher positions in life. So if they're not in a higher position in that company, I don't suggest a person with Mars in the second house to work for any other company but for themselves, for them to build something for themselves, because Mars is such a quick energy. Mars in the second house people need to slow down and really gain the knowledge to things before they do it. In a second, I hope that wasn't confusing. but you guys are very resilient. You're hustlers, you're go-getters. Yeah, that's it for Mars in the second house. Jupiter in the second house expands a person's means to make money. It's absolute luck, especially if it's not surrounded by any malefic planet or aspected by any malefic planet. These people may have grown up in a wealthy family or very privileged, or they are meant to experience that sometime in their life, or they require, wealth later on in their later years, because Jupiter is the guru. It's all about gaining that knowledge. So these people may have like a lot of knowledge and experience in acquiring wealth. Jupiter in the second house people, they value knowledge and teachings and higher learning. So these people may have maybe like a professor that maybe they went back to like college or something like that, and gained a degree that brings them in a substantial amount of money as to where they can travel. Also, Jupiter in the second house people may travel for their career. There may be some type of traveling these people do for money, or they just travel for work, or they just travel in general for fun. They value being spontaneous. These people are so lucky to where, like, even if this planet is aspected by something malefic, these people are so lucky, like, they'll have Jupiter in the second house and they'll be wondering like, oh my god, I have this random ass bill, like how am I gonna pay it? And all of a sudden, out of the blue, like they get the money to pay it, just out of the blue. Absolute luck. Like I said, these people may be great in acquiring knowledge about finances. They may be like into economics or history. They may be some type of history professor. They would make great astrologers. They can become some type of guru type of energy if other planets support that. That's all I have for Jupiter in the second house. So if you guys have Saturn in the second house, this is for you. Saturn in the second house can go two different ways depending on how the native grew up. So one situation is where the person has trouble with making money, or they have trouble with getting money. Like they have to work extremely hard for money. It's ridiculous how hard they have to work for money. Try to listen to some affirmations while you sleep at night. I make money easily. I'm a money magnet. Things like that. There's so many affirmations that you could say or make up that's tailored to you. To make money, you guys may be working like jobs that acquire so much work and you only get paid, just a little bit of money. A more well-aspected Saturn can create this individual who likes to hoard money. They like to hold on to money. They like to save money. They're very frugal and very serious about where they spend their money because they knew what it was like once to not have money. So they value keeping it. They'll keep it and they're very disciplined with it. So that's the two type of people. And sometimes you'll see people with Saturn in the second house, they'll go from that one extreme of not having money, and then finally when they start to like work so hard and get that money, they'll just hold on to it very tightly. So these people may like hoard supplies. You know how the tissue paper thing happened when the CV hit? I'm not going to say the sickness name, but when the CV hit and everybody was hoarding tissue paper, like the Saturn in the second house, they were already probably prepared. They probably already had tissue, all these things stocked up and hoarded up, prepared for days like this. They value being ready so they don't have to get ready. These people can be extreme couponers or minimalists also. That's all I have for Saturn. If you guys have Uranus in the second house, you guys make money by using your mind in unique ways. You're the type of person to like really just be extremely charitable and give your money away. You value investing into charities or investing into things that the average person wouldn't. When it comes to like getting possessions, because Uranian energy they're the rebel types. Like, so you guys may have had like a couple of repos, you may have like credits that you need to pay off, but you don't like attachment to things. Like, you don't like being attached to things. You may acquire like a new car in the spur of the moment, like you go out and get a new car, which is awesome, and then like next month you just don't want to pay the bill. Like, you're just over it, you don't want to pay the bill. Uranus in the second house, people they value like being able to do what they want to do when they want to do and not having anybody tell them how they have to do it. So I would say with you guys with Uranus in the second house, so just be careful and to try to think about things before you commit to them. Don't go out and buy you a car and you know that you don't really want to pay for it. You're not going to want to pay for it next month. So that's just the type of vibe. They're so spontaneous. Or maybe they'll have something one moment and they'll switch. Like you'll see like Uranus in the second house, people like switching jobs so much. They may be like a chef one moment, they may be freaking traveling the next, they may be here and there. You just never know what they're doing to obtain money. They're probably doing many different things to obtain money too, but nothing that really holds them down. If you have Uranus in the second house, freelance work would be like a good thing for someone who has Uranus in the second house. That's all I have for you guys. And last but not least, my Neptunian babes with Neptune in the second house. Neptune in the second house means you're a natural giver. You may donate most of your money to like a charitable cause, or like on spiritual items. Like you may be the type of person that just goes to spiritual shops and spend a lot of your money like on crystals and all the woo-woo stuff, or like singing bowls, sound bowls, and things like that. Because this position can make you very generous, you have to be careful because people will like take advantage of you and your money. So you may like be letting people borrow money all the time. Also, with Neptune in the second house, you may not have a care for acquiring large clumps of wealth, unless like you have like maybe Capricorn, Neptune and Capricorn in the second house, or Taurus and Neptune in the second house. But with Neptune in the second house, without thinking about the sign that it's in, you may not just want to acquire like large sums of wealth. You may value like beautiful art, creating beautiful art and selling it. You may be like just a very good artist. You may value your alone time. You know what I mean? And I see you definitely taking a spiritual retreat or doing something spiritual, taking ayahuasca or something like that. Hey guys, what's up? So I just forgot to do the sun and the moon in the second house, so here I am looking totally different from the previous sign. So excuse me, but let me pop in and let me do the moon in the second house. If you guys have the moon in the second house, you guys value comfort and security. You guys may make money working from home, or possibly from selling homes, like from being a realtor or something like that. You guys value family, so you always put your family first in everything you do. You value their opinions and stuff like that. You guys' children or your family may help bring you some type of abundance in some kind of way with the moon, which is weird because the 8th house rules like money you get from other people, but with the moon here, it's like family. There's some sort of like family business. Maybe you have a family business. Maybe your child is like a YouTuber and he brings in money, he or she, or they do something to where they're bringing in money and it benefits you too. You could be some type of gardener. You may enjoy gardening and growing your own garden. You guys could like be into landscape design, things like that. Interior design or home makeovers. You may like to do that. You may like to just rearrange a room and stuff like that. Like you like to beautify your home. You like to have beautiful, comforting things in your home. You guys give off that nurturing vibe with the moon in the second house. So you guys may be some type of like counselor, or people may like to just tell you their problems a lot. They come to you to seek comfort and things like that. Or you may do some work with children. You may be a teacher or like a CPS worker or things like that. But that's all I have for you guys with the moon in the second house. If you guys have Pluto in the second house, you have the ability to really transform your financial situation, to being very powerful, to acquiring like powerful large amounts of wealth. You guys may have grew up in a tough, hard situation when it came to finances. Like you may have lacked in so many areas, but through the struggle, through going through all the trials and failures or whatever you went through, you have learned to transform the way you look at money and the way you view money and the way you spend money. Pluto in the second house creates a powerhouse when it comes to building wealth for themselves, especially if this person is highly transformed. May be like very mysterious when it comes to money. You guys may like to like you don't like to really share how much money you got in the bank. You're very mysterious about your money. You're very secretive about your money. You don't really like to let people know what you got, what came in. And you're very suspicious. Like, you get very suspicious whenever people like try to offer you money. Like, what are you offering me money for? Like, work, you guys would be badass at being detectives or anything doing like research. You guys would also, thinking about it, like morgue, you know, I don't know what they're called, morticians, is that really a word? But like, you guys would do good, do well working in the morgue. But also, you guys, I say you guys would do good at maybe possibly banking. Yeah, I think banking. I would say banking. This is very weird and kind of online with Pluto in the second house. You guys may do like, use your sexuality to gain money, or use your sexuality as a means to acquire money, if that makes sense. I'm trying to keep everything PG. But yeah, you may like use your sexuality in some sort of way to gain money or power. That's all I have for you, Pluto. If you guys have the sun in the second house, you guys could be like some sort of actor, actress. You may create art to make money. You may be well known. You may be the flashy type, and you may like to like spend money to make yourself look better, to make yourself look richer, to make yourself look you know, just like very luxurious, very like shiny out there. Like, you invest in yourself, you value self-care, self-love, you put a lot of stuff into yourself. But also, you have the sun in your second house, so the sun always gives its sunlight. So you like to really give and share the things that you acquire. You value romance. Like, you may be some sort of celebrity or well known in your workplace. You may have like some sort of authoritative high position in your workplace where you are like the main person. You may be like some sort of spokesperson in the workplace. But that's all I have right now for the sun in the second house. If you enjoyed this video, guys, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below your big three. I want to know your sun, moon, and rising, and let me know if you relate to anything that I said in this video. Let me know. Comment below, and I enjoyed having you guys here, and I will see you on the next one.